Ever since the Republican Party came around, our elections have either been won by the Republicans or the Democrats. This year, and for the past couple of elections, the race has been between the lesser of two evils, as they're called. Obama obviously being the lesser of two evils, and McCain being the greater of two evils. I think it's wrong for people to vote for the lesser of two evils, as if they're trying to choose between rotten milk or half-rotten milk. People should demand real change and real solutions for problems. Those solutions can best be found in the third parties, such as the Libertarians, Greens, Constitutionalists, Socialist Party, all sorts of other parties, yet nobody votes for them. They get no media recognition. On CNN, they support, they only cover the Republicans and the Democrats. And even on their forum, where you can create a political badge, the only two options for who you're supporting for president are McCain, Obama, and other. The other options for president this election are not other. They're Bob Barr, Cynthia McKinney, Chuck Baldwin, Brian Moore, others. Although they're collectively known as others because nobody knows about them, they're still human beings just like John McCain or Barack Obama, and they're adults, but yet the media doesn't treat them like that. I have a Bob Barr sign on my front lawn, and when people come over, they ask my dad, "Who's Bob Barr?" Nobody knows who he is, and that's sad. Nobody cares about the third parties. Nobody votes for them. I noticed a common mentality that's, they won't win anyways, but that mentality is why they won't win, because people don't vote for them. Even on local levels, people don't vote for third parties. There's a Libertarian running for state senate in my area, and he's probably not going to get any votes, and nobody knows about him, Steve Myers, but nobody knows about the other two candidates either. I don't even know their names, but people will vote for them simply because one's a Republican and the other's a Democrat. I think this is a heavily flawed system where only two parties run the whole show and the others are swept under the rug. Bob Barr may be getting some little portion of the polls, but he's not getting that much of a portion as the other two major candidates are. Both the Republicans and the Democrats are all for big government, big spending, big foreign wars. Obama said something about the possibility of conflict with Pakistan, and of course McCain wants to bomb everyone. But American politics have centered around that interventionist ideology since the 80s or so. Why can't we just focus on our own people before sending $2 billion to some other country across the world? I can see in a situation such as the 2004 tsunami in Southeast Asia, but not in the situation of something like Iraq or the thing in Georgia or something like that. We should focus on our people first, and neither major candidates want to do that. Libertarians, as some of you may know, support freedom and democracy, freedom to do anything you want as long as it doesn't hurt others. They support lower taxes, and they're against the interventionist ideology that American politics has centered around for years. Constitutionalists are similar to the Libertarians, except the Libertarians support complete separation of church and state to some extent. The constitutionalists want to create basically a Christian theocracy, but with low taxes. That's a good thing, though. Green Party, I'm not really sure what they're about. They're kind of like the libertarians and their social policies, but I'm not sure about their economic policies. I think they're kind of big government-ish, but I don't know. Socialist Party, which isn't as known as the three major third parties, is, well, a socialist party, except socially their policies are libertarian. Economically they're socialist, except of course in America socialism is a bad word because of McCarthyism and everything else that's happened over the years. In fact, it's always been a bad word in American politics, but that's another story. People shouldn't vote based on who's a Democrat or who's a Republican. People should vote based on who they agree with. So get informed about the issues and the candidates running in your state. Don't just vote based on ooh, Democrat, Republican. I know what the parties stand for, so I don't need to know anything about the candidates. I know some of you may leave negative comments on my blog, dissing third parties and me in general. Some of you might call me a retard, I can imagine why, but I would suggest that you not. Of course, you have the freedom of speech to say that, but there's no real logical reason why you should be. So, good night and good luck. I know that's a dumb quote said by someone, but I don't know. Hopefully, if I could pick between the two major guys, I'd go for Obama, but in a perfect world, Bob Barr would become president. I know that's impossible, but it's wishful thinking. Good night, everyone.